Okay, next. So nice the person asked. During the time of Noah, how did God flood the earth with fountains of the great deep? Now, let's turn to Genesis 1, verse 2. Genesis 7, verse 11. Genesis 7, verse 11. So I guess this person was reading the Bible. Oh, it's Noah. So Noah, maybe you're reading Genesis chapter 7, so you ask this question. Genesis chapter...
I actually did actually read this passage because I was saying to my dad how they were teaching at my school how last time they pretended last time there was this big piece of land and it just got broken up, but my dad said in the Bible it actually said God open up the earth or something.
Okay. All right. So how do we know that there is this fountain? Genesis 7:11. Shall we read together? In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were open. So, the Bible tells us that about the great flood, right? The great flood. Now, Shalomia, how did the Bible describe this great flood? How did the flood come? How did the flood come? How do you know it rained? Must read from the Bible. How do you know it rained? Okay, Chloe. How did it rain? It rained. Chloe is hiding behind the Bible. Because it said very good, Shalma Miria, the heavens were open. So the sky, up there, heavens, the sky were open. And then it poured. So we know that rain, water came from above. Now, but did you know something? Caleb, before the world had this global flood, was there rain? Not sure. Not sure. What about you, Anna? Before the great flood during Noah's day, was there rain? No. How do you know?
Because the Bible says.
The Bible says where? Do you remember when Noah was building the ark? What did the people say about him? Something wrong with you. Why are you talking about rain? What's rain? Today rain means rain. We know rain. But before that, they have not seen rain. The earth, the Bible described, was watered by a mist. All right. So to them, this whole concept of rain and so much water until the whole world will be flooded, never seen before, never heard before. Understand that? Before that, no rain. The heavens, God said, the mist. Very nice weather, no? Like back then, before the flood, there was only how many seasons? Only one season. Very nice weather all the time. Don't you love it? All right? One day the earth will become like that. But the Bible says that the heaven opened. Now, Noah, what's your question? It says that the great deep. Right? It says great deep broken up. Okay, Shama, what does it mean? Oh no, you answered already. So maybe Jennifer, what does it mean the great deep will open up? Heavens open up easy. Great deep will open up. The ocean, no, before that there was no ocean, or rather it was not divided like that. The lands were fixed, there was ocean, but what is this great deep open? What does it mean? Great deep open. Somewhere in sky or bottom? Bottom, right? So it says that the earth, very deep inside the earth, some of the great deep, there were cracks. And then those cracks reached to the bottom, deep into the earth. Great deep. Who caused the heaven to open? God. Who caused the land to crack and go really deep inside? God. And God says there were water inside this great, deep inside the earth, there were water. And when God caused this to open up, the water shoot up like fountains. Understand that? They shoot up to all this like fountain. Water, yes.
Does that mean there weren't as many oceans on Earth last time as there are today?
Okay, so it was not divided. So with this great flood and these cracks, the land got divided more, the water filled, and you have a different terrain on earth. The world changed. So you read some, before Genesis, before Noah's flood, you will read some names of rivers, some names of land. After that, it may not be the same thing anymore. Okay? So Noah, what's your question exactly? What does it mean, this great deep open? How did God flood the world? Alright, so now Caleb, how did God flood the world? God sent rain and also sent water from the deep. They all came up like a fountain. Have you seen like some people, they dig, and then they found a river underneath. And then also they dig, and then spring water spout up. Alright? But this one was very major cracks. The earth started to separate. Different land masses were formed. Okay? So your dad is correct. It is not formed by millions of years, then things shift and all that. God, through the flood, changed. Oceans were different, land were different. Okay, so does that answer your question? Okay, good. So this is how God flooded the world. What do we have here? Top 5 reasons why church dropouts. What church dropouts say, why they stop attending church. Now please remember 66% of, well, I take the American view, they are the most readily available results. They stop attending church at least a year after turning 18. So from